Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. If you were listening to the show earlier, like you've already listened to the other podcast, and you heard part of the show where I was like, oh, hey, I forget what we were talking about. Wait, hold on a second. I got it written down. The 2,000 squats, like the guy who ended up with kidney failure because of that. And Betty Rock had that story, and I'm like, hey, what about this, Rock? And she's like, oh, yeah, that's me. She was not prepared for that because she had been working so diligently off the air on something else that is far more important. Far more important.
Well, I decided that I was going to put together an office Royale. So this is a fight.
It's a bracket, like in honor of March Madness.
It's like a March Madness bracket, but it's putting all of the employees of Way FM, putting them together to see who would come out the ultimate fighting champion.
Yeah.
Now, we're not going to physically fight. You have to just picture it in your head and figure out who do you think would beat the other.
I think that we probably should at least have the finals live.
Oh, you think so?
Whoever wins the finals, we should at least get to see that at one of our Hope Huddles.
Also, I thought that's true. Also, I thought it was interesting because I filled mine out, and while he's not here anymore, he decided to take another job. Pastor Chad came out as the reigning champ, and I don't know what that.
You had Chad winning it all?
Yeah,
I was surprised
to see her. What does that say about his pastoral ministry?
That's true.
That I think
Jesus
he would
flipped tables, and
That's
Chad's
true.
just flipping us.
Yeah. That's interesting because, let's talk about us because people won't know the other people in the thing, but they might know some of the people on the shows and stuff. But, Gavin was round one against John Hall, who's an older guy, retiring. Did anyone not have Gavin moving on?
I had John beating Gavin.
You did?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
That is wrong.
Well, just because
So insulting.
Here's the thing: even though he has
soft.
a lot more,
I am too.
years on you. I think that you would be too scared.
No.
You don't think so?
Not if it was.
I think
if
you
my
would.
pride in this scenario is on the line, I'll be scrappier.
I had Gavin winning this one because I think John has some vertebrae that are fused. He has limited mobility. So I had Gavin coming out ahead.
Unless
of
you're
this one.
out inside of the ring and you're like, go for the tailbone. That's
Yeah.
the weak spot. That's how I lose.
Yeah, I definitely had you going through that.
I appreciate that.
Now, Betty Rock, though, I had Betty Rock going out round one. I did.
Why?
Because you're taking on Jennifer.
Oh, that's great.
Jennifer,
she's a mom.
Yeah, she's a mom. I think she's also got some Southern in her. And so I think that's going to cancel each other out. But I think that she has broken up fights with kids.
Well, true. She does have two sons.
Yeah.
But I'm very wiry, and I have elbows that could pierce lungs.
Yeah.
I can move fast, and I'm taller than her.
Yeah.
So I think she's probably 5 feet 1 inch on a good day.
Yeah. But she does outweigh you a little bit. That's something that is important in a skirmish.
But also the less weight you have on you, the quicker you can.
Sure.
Get
Like
out
Sugar
of the
Ray
way.
Leonard. You're like Sugar Ray Leonard. She's like Mike Tyson.
Speed
no idea
versus
who that
strength, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the most part, I lean strength.
Yeah.
So you think Jennifer could outdo me?
No, I have you.
Okay.
I still like my life.
Okay, and so I was taking on this guy Jeff that works here. I had me getting past Jeff.
You think?
Yeah, I think
Because he's
so.
taller than you.
He is taller than
and
me.
I think he's heavier than
We've
you.
had some
He
people
is.
step in and say, "Oh, I don't know."
I know.
On that one.
I'm a little concerned about that, but he doesn't seem like a guy that's ever actually hit anybody either.
Have you actually hit someone?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and it's
And you've also you had one example of you had a job one time in the past where you were going to do a
the
fake
boxing.
fight where you know what it's like to lose.
I know
in
what
the
it's
ring.
like to get hit a lot
So-
and keep going. I kept going. I didn't quit, and I got the snot punched out of me.
Was this a big guy?
Yeah, it was like a bouncer from a bar.
Like,
Why
wasn't
would
he
you
supposed
do
to-
that?
Because he was
let you
supposed to
win.
take a dive.
Yeah.
It was all
that's
set.
right. But he couldn't do
and
it.
his pride wouldn't let him, and he whooped me. But I didn't quit, and I kept going. I took the beating.
That's right.
But do you think that would happen with Jeff?
No.
You think you could get him?
No. See, here's where it gets murky, though, because I had me beating him, but the next round is Ruth, who we all know and love.
Ruth Ann Marie.
Ruth Ann Marie.
You know
she is
who
the
we're all
saint.
cheering for.
The patron saint of Way FM is Ruth Ann Marie.
And I think she could get low. I think she could get dirty, and she could hurt you big time.
I would normally agree with you, but I have fought a woman before. And
what?
So it was
physically?
It was a promotion at 99X, the radio station I worked at, and I had to fight a woman. And
you had to.
I did. It was just part of it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
like boxing gloves?
Boxing gloves. Yeah. I had to fight a woman.
And did you lose that one?
No,
too?
I won that one. And I remember telling Fred.
That's terrible.
I'm like,
her name?
there's not. No, Fred was my partner.
Okay.
I'm like, there's not a win in this for me.
No.
Because if I lose, you guys are going to take me out. If I win, then like I'm going to get taken out like on socials.
That's
but,
better.
Yeah, but
did you?
Yeah, I won. So yeah, I didn't want to lose that one. So that's where I give myself the slight
pride
edge.
got in the way.
100%. Just like the guy that beat me down. This girl was a boxer. She knew what to do. Like she knew her way around the ring.
And yet you still got her.
Yeah.
That's
wasn't a good boxer.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I would take Ruth out for sure.
After that, then
I got to fight another woman in my bracket.
I think most of us have you facing a coworker named Amber.
Yeah,
and Amber is like the female version of Wally.
She really
That's
is.
a good point.
Yeah, she is.
I think she's taller than me, so she's taller than you.
Yeah, she's caustic and jaded and everything like that, but I know she's got some issues going on like in the dome. And when you fight someone, you got to get in their head. Oh yeah, you got to get in their head.
What are you doing?
Oh
That's
yeah.
so mean.
Oh, I would bring up her dad.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I would get all in her head and get her distracted.
This feels wrong.
Yeah, it does. And then I would win. But then I'm taking on Engineer Phil.
Oh, you're dead meat.
Oh, 100%.
Dead meat.
I'm gone and I might not make it 10 seconds in that one.
I fight Phil in the second round for the most part.
You're dead.
And instantly.
We're already mourning Gavin's passing by the time Phil gets to me. But yeah, see, Phil is one of those. Phil is the nicest, happiest, go lucky guy.
Yep.
But I think he has that switch. He's a guy that has a switch that when that switch is flipped, look out. Like if you messed with his family, you're gone.
Like the hobbies are like dirt biking, boating.
Yeah.
He works out. He's lost weight recently, so he's stronger.
And he's a mountain of a man.
Huge.
Yeah. Like he would destroy my being. Like my soul would not even be alive. Like God would not even be able to identify my soul.
Oh my God.
God's like, where am I sending this? I think that this is gonna. I think Phil probably has the highest odds of anybody on this piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I do think that this will make him. I would be curious to see him fill it out because I don't think he would make himself win.
Oh, I don't know. He might. I think so? Yeah, I think he might.
I think this will help.
He tried to be humble with it, but he's like, because Phil does have a bit of an ego. He's just more subtle with it.
You're right about
and
that.
he's confident in his abilities of things. So yeah, if he didn't, I would be disappointed in him, honestly. And so
now let me ask you: if we put you up against one of our more older employees, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You
absolutely.
think you could?
Yeah, because Mike would want to talk about feelings and stuff. He's sensitive, and so yeah.
Okay.
You're sensitive.
Yeah, not like that.
What about you and let's go with our direct supervisor?
Jeff. Oh, Jeff?
Jeff.
Oh, he's dead meat.
I think
Wally is
tattooed
dead.
up.
Jeff is a big, tall guy.
He used to ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
And and
Jeeps.
He has more tattoos than your little
100%.
Scrabble piece.
100%. And
he's taller.
He doesn't have hair for me to pull because I would pull hair. Like, trust me.
He does have a beard you could pull.
Okay, I can pull his beard. He's got height on me.
Yeah,
and
he's got to be 6'1".
And he too, I believe, is one of those guys that has a switch. He's so nice, so even keeled, but that's the guy you worry about. Like that's the one.
I have him in the finals.
Okay, that's
versus
not
Phil.
Yeah. See, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good matchup.
They're both nice guys, but have a switch.
Tall.
I think.
Yeah. That's that switch that scares you. There are some people too. Like there's this guy that I went to.
Wait, come in here. I want to get her opinion on this. Wait a minute.
Here she can take one.
Here comes Amber. Give her a mic.
Amber.
What are you doing out there, Amber?
Get on Gavin's
Throw it on.
Gavin's microphone. Okay, Amber is here. She works for our digital department.
We were literally just talking about you.
Yeah.
Well,
Get on that mic.
Rob came upstairs and was like, "My money's on you."
Oh,
And
yeah.
I thought he was just saying,
So,
dumb stuff because Rob does that. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
says things.
Yeah.
But then he was like, "No, there's real things
There's an
happening."
office Royale.
yeah, it's a real bracket. Okay, so Wally was just in here.
Yeah.
And he had it down to he would fight you.
Right.
And he said
That's pretty fair.
easy, he could beat you
Yeah.
easily.
What are the rules?
There are none.
And there aren't, it's like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Here, get real close to it. So
Like physically fighting?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
physical. Yeah, this is physical.
Yeah, of course you'd physically beat me.
Thank you.
No, come
Thank
on.
you.
Amber,
Yes.
no, you could get him.
Amber's
You're
the
taller
best.
than him.
Now, if this
That's
was
fair.
like destroying somebody's soul, my money's on Amber. Like if this is like breaking down somebody's life
He said
and make,
all he would have to do is use his words.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
knows
would
you're.
cry.
yeah, see exactly. I would get in her head. That's the only way I'd make it. Yeah.
But even if he didn't say what he was believing, I would believe he was saying what he was believing.
Yeah.
And I would
Yeah.
cry about it, and then I would
Yeah.
talk to my therapist.
That's so good.
Well, here, I want you to have your own bracket.
So good.
Elena,
This is incredible.
have your own bracket.
I do
You got to fill it out.
I do wonder if this has ever been done on K-Love.
I'd say
if not, it should be.
any other singular Christian radio station.
I don't
has
think this
never
is
sniffed this.
This
Haley
is
and
Betty's
Jake aren't
work.
against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You would. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, and I love Jake, but Jake would be a dead man
Jake
so
is
fast.
the guy that if you look at the videos from Wally in Africa,
Yeah.
Jake is the guy that went with Wally, and so you can only imagine.
And he's the guy that like got his finger stuck in his coffee mug and thought he was gonna have to break his finger to get it out. Like that gives you a picture.
I do want to know if anybody, because who is he up against? Yeah, I'd be curious to find a soul that puts him over Joseph in that first round.
No one. Joseph
No, I
scares
know.
all of us because he's so quiet. He's got long hair, and you're just. He has
yeah, but
beautiful hair.
You could pull that
I
hair.
know,
Yeah.
but I think he
I
he
don't
ties it
have
up for
it.
the fight.
Yeah.
I had to make changes. Mine, I have Pastor Chad as winning.
Yeah, we do have a handful of people that do not
For
work for
sure.
the company as of now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, here, say it to us. Ruth, here,
But
say it
Ruth,
to
come
us.
here, Ruth.
Say it
You
to
can't
us.
walk out,
Come
Ruth.
on.
This is a
Ruth is one of
Royale.
those people too that has a switch, okay?
Yeah.
Because she's real nice,
Yeah.
okay? Like Jeff and like Phil, nice people, but they have a switch, and when they have a switch, they're gonna turn bad, and it's gonna be ugly, and they're gonna go low on the belt. I think Ruth, do you think you could take on Wally?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fighting words. Wally's not listening.
Sorry.
Ruth says that she can take you on easy.
Oh, Ruth, I love you to death, but nothing would give me more pleasure than whooping you. No.
Yes.
You definitely would win between me and you.
And you probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're taller than him.
Yeah, but
I was telling them I've had to box a woman before, and I didn't hold back, because there's something I liked about winning more so.
He lets his pride get.
I can
haven't
apologize
noticed
later.
that.
Yeah.
In the 5 years, I've never noticed he
I
likes
know.
to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
know.
that's new.
Pride gets in the way of everything. I know.
I love that Betty spent so much time on this today during the show.
Distracted during the show.
But you know what? Home run. People here are loving it. It just tells me there's a lot of people that have some angst and want to fight everybody. So I love that. That's healthy.
I think if anything, I'm bringing camaraderie.
I think
bringing
you
the
are.
office
I think-
together.
I think you are.
I think you're giving The Office maybe the best day it's had in
Yeah.
a long time.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
nicely done, Betty Lou.
Thank you.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, Marty, his wife made. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I want Marty to fill one of these out.
Oh, yeah, from Marty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Marty's wife made brownies.
Please,
Okay.
please don't put Marty on this bracket.
Oh gosh. Hey, would you let your pride get in the way if you had to be in a boxing match with Marty?
What are the
here's
stakes?
you
I
know the
couldn't.
stake.
Yeah, there's no
listen,
way I
could.
because if you win,
Yeah.
she will cry.
Right.
You'll never hear the end of it,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
hear the end of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what
I'd
else.
take that one. Yeah, I'd be like,
You'd let her-
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'd like,
What if it's you and like what
Me and Betty?
No,
Oh,
we all know.
fight to
me,
the
dude,
death.
no.
You should have
One
put
of
us in a
would
bracket.
die.
Yeah.
One of us would
There
die.
ain't no quitting either one of us.
No.
I would
No.
pay. It's tough because it's like a mom-dad. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
see my parents fight.
Yeah,
like,
but you do.
I would be like front row, just like I'd cheering for both of you.
You know what
too.
you know what I would do? I would do just like I would do for my wife. I would lay down my life for Betty. Because
And then I would stomp on you
Yeah,
there it
and
is.
You're on the ground.
pulverize you.
this would be one
She's
of those
wearing
deals
heels.
where we're like, okay, look, we'll both like kind of nudge each other and we'll both take a dive, okay? And I'm down with that plan.
Yeah, and I'll be like, yeah,
And Betty
yeah.
pulls out a frying pan and beats me in the face with it, like, what happened?
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great. Anyway, so the Office Royale happening at WayFM. But how did you? I know this is what I got to figure
Yeah,
out.
what did we start
Because we
with
started
this?
off with brackets, like, oh, it'd be fun to make a bracket. But how did you get to this idea? What was, or are you like totally angry at me?
No,
And you're
I
like,
don't remember. It was Gavin and I were talking about something,
Yeah.
and I forget how it came up, and I was like, oh, there should be an office bracket. And then
I
and
can't
then Gavin
remember.
helped me pair the people together. I don't remember.
Yeah, it might have been based off of something from the show. But
Okay. I'm just curious how you got to at this Christian radio station. I wonder who could whoop each other here in this.
I don't. Yeah. But I even hearing people out in the lobby right now laughing. so.
I'll tell you this. Like, I wasn't sure how this would be received here. Like I was a little unsure of how it would be received. It's kind of like when I put the note on Jeff, our new boss's door, the day he got here, that had all the other bosses before him, like 9 that had not survived.
the time frame of
And
when
Betty was like, you should not do that. You should not do that. And I'm like, no, I'm doing it. It's funny. Trust me. And so this one was one I actually had a little bit of reservation on. But I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's you. You do you, girl. And I had a little bit of reservation on it, but to see the joy on people's face today, like everyone's talking about the bracket, their bosses coming in here and talking about the bracket. Well done, girl. Well
Thank
done,
you.
you.
Thank you.
I was wrong. So nicely done.
Thank you.
Are they all comparing brackets out there?
Yeah, it sounds
See,
like
this
it.
this will be good. This will be fun to walk out to.
This
to
is team
see
bonding.
Other people.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah,
this is
it
team.
is.
This is ironically, it's team building.
Yeah.
So because it's all hypothetical.
Because we can all, because hopefully the idea is that you don't look at this list and go like, "Ooh, this is
funny.
this is hilarious."
Right. You see the humor. And the reason that things like this are funny, you should maybe do this at your job. But like,
I think it would be a
the
good idea.
reason it's funny is for the reasons people give to why, the odd reasons they think somebody could best somebody. That's what makes it funny. Because when you know people and you're like, oh, wait, they're scary. I think they, what did Gavin say?
No.
I don't know if I can say that because I don't know how public it is. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that.
Okay.
But I
agree.
will tell you this, it made me laugh really hard. Sorry, I hate to be that guy that's like, oh, I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to say it. That's no fun.
There are
Sorry
good
about
boundaries.
That. Yeah, okay. Lady Rock, what do you got?
Pedro Pascal, I like him. He
I
seems like
love
a
Pedro.
down-to-earth type guy, but recently the paparazzi caught him out in the public, and he had his drink from Starbucks in his hand, and people got a picture of his order, and of course they're curious, like, oh, what is it that he orders? Well, he orders an iced quad espresso with extra ice and 6 shots of espresso.
Six
See,
shots?
But to me, I'm trying to figure out the math on that because you said espresso twice. You said it quad and then you said 6.
Right.
Are we talking?
Well, I did a little bit of
Okay.
digging on it because people were like, does that mean that? Because a quad
Sounds like
means
10.
4. You get 4 shots
Yeah.
of
Right.
espresso, okay? And then on top of that, are you adding 6, making it a full 10?
Yeah.
But ultimately,
lot of
that's
caffeine.
not the case.
Okay.
What he does is he orders an iced quad espresso, which comes with 4,
Okay.
but then he adds 2 more to make it a full
6.
6.
Okay.
And the reason that he does
That's
this
still a
is because 1 shot of espresso has 64 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, it's lower than I would have
And the
thought.
Mayo Clinic says a living human being should never exceed 400 milligrams
Ooh,
of
I've done that
caffeine. And
64
so if
times
you
6,
add
yeah.
that up, it's 384. So
Wow.
he is
Just
so
barely.
close.
And that's the only thing you
to
can
the
have in a
maximum.
day. That's about it. Whereas some people are, like me, in a bad space right now where it's drinking an energy drink in the morning and still having coffee.
Oh, that's not
So-
good. You need to watch yourself.
Yeah, I'm at that
Before you
point where
wreck
I'm like,
yourself.
do I want this 3rd cup? And do I just
Oof.
test the
limits
do
of
I
your
test
heart.
what my heart can take?
Yeah.
And I try not to.
You felt jittery when you drank my
That
the
was
beast the other
sugar.
day.
That
And
was
I know.
insane.
But I will tell you this: it makes my heart palpitate sometimes too, and it's like that's how you know you're alive, and so it feels good.
Until you're not.
Yeah, until you're not. I'm going to a coffee place today. I have a meeting this afternoon, and it's a place I haven't been to before, and so I usually try not to bring up Dunkin' when I go to like other coffee places, but this time I'm going to go look. Here's what I get at Dunkin'. Can you make this? It's a large with 6 caramel, 6 cream, 6 liquid cane sugar. What do you think you can do this? Because a lot of times I look on their thing and they'll have like a caramel something, so I'll try to order that, and it never is the same. So this time I'm gonna be like here's the recipe.
Yeah. Dunkin' is meant to be crafted based on what you want to do. You go to those places, and normally it's not like, let me tell you exactly. Like, it's usually you order their specialty stuff or whatnot. I bet it's going to be twice as expensive there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, for sure. But I think you need to go on getting a frappuccino. I think,
think?
don't you think?
No,
Gavin?
I want him to try what
Because
he does.
yeah. I got to figure out
There's
another
no way
place.
that they're going to be able to do
Yeah.
that at
But
Starbucks.
it seems so simple. I'm not going to Starbucks. I'm going to a custom place.
The only thing-
Starbucks has never been able to replicate it, and I don't know why. It's coffee.
Their coffee
It's
is
cream.
bitter.
It's liquid sugar.
If you're going to Honest Coffee, then you're out of luck because they don't even have caramel syrup.
Is that where you're going?
No,
Okay,
It's a place
but-
called Awake House. It's
No
down in
idea.
Spring Hill.
The only thing that'll be interesting is if they have the cup size that you need.
So if I
to-
could get
to
a
do
smaller
that.
size, I'll do the wannabes, the 4. But yeah, I've got to find a way to find other places. I don't know why people can't replicate that. Most places have like the liquid sugar, right?
Yeah. I think
Simple syrup.
But not all of them have caramel syrup.
I think for the most part, most places coffee is going to be just a little more bitter and a little bit more. And some Starbucks is bitter in a bad way. Some places are bitter in a preferred way. Dunkin' makes the most even keeled original blend coffee.
Is it coffee they say to put salt in it and it takes a little bit of the bitter away?
I
thought it was butter.
When I put bitter, that's good actually.
Butter's gross in coffee.
No,
I did
it's
that in
good.
Ethiopia.
When I make coffee at home, when I put all the grounds into the thing,
Yeah.
I pour a little bit of vanilla extract, salt, and then brown sugar
Yeah.
to
Oh.
enhance the flavor of my coffee at home.
Dang, that's pretty artisan. Nicely
yeah.
done.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
so
that sounds
a little
better
salt
than a
is
Keurig.
helpful for that.
Yeah.
My favorite coffee is Jenny's ice cream.
The
Betty
Their
asked.
coffee and
coffee
cream.
ice cream.
Betty
oh,
had
yeah, it
asked
is
one
good.
day about
If I
like how
can-
can we make
Yeah, I
Betty
want to make
ice
that
cream.
into a drink.
It's
Yeah.
just it's the cream, which when we go
I
to
don't
other
like that
places,
milk.
you don't care for the dairy taste in
Yeah.
You
your
haven't
own
been
coffee.
She hasn't been to Handles yet. Handles coffee chocolate chunk thing. Oh, it's so good because it tastes like coffee.
That sounds
It's
good.
so good. I went there yesterday.
I'm hungry.
I only ate half of it though. Like I'm still trying to be good. I got such bad days today
Yeah, you
or this
broke-
week.
Yeah, the earlier I heard you say you broke your down into good and bad days.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was a bad day because Betty, in her kindness,
Yes.
like got McDonald's, had Gavin stopping at McDonald's on the way in. So I was planning on having nothing yesterday. So then I was bad there, but then I wasn't bad the rest of the day. But then I've got a lunch meeting, another coffee meeting. Then tomorrow, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do anything tomorrow. But then we have like an hour during the show where it's really good for breakfast because we're doing some playbacks.
We can do this.
I know.
We can do this in a healthy way.
But then I got my coffee on Friday because I live for Fridays with my coffee now. I don't drink it all week long, and I live for Friday Dunkin' Day.
Don't take that away from him, Gavin.
No, I'm not. But where's lunch today? Let me see here.
I'm at Maniacs
Yeah,
today.
isn't that?
I'll get 2 chicken fingers.
No, get.
Listen, Maniacs goes right through you.
No,
It's
that's
not even going to count.
Minios. Oh,
Minios.
that's Minios. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
No.
Please don't wish that on me for Maniacs. I love Maniacs. But yeah, Minios, it's like you renting chicken there.
Yeah,
You
it
ain't
doesn't
buying it.
even count. If anything, it's lessening your body weight.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like a flush.
We might. I want to do. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. The whole lot of history game of like things you've Googled recently because I Googled one about tumors. And so I'm like
is
my
it your
tumor
weight
theory.
thing?
I know.
Oh,
I'm like now it's,
stop it.
but now it's started getting in my head.
I googled
where I
some
looked
good
at it
stuff
a couple
recently.
times.
That's a
Okay,
good
so
idea.
we'll do that tomorrow. I'll put that on the show for tomorrow. Do you got any birthdays, Lady Rock?
I do not.
All right. Well,
Huzzah.
with that, we got a meeting to go to and some other stuff we got to get done. So, hey, thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.